Hey, what's going on, everyone? Appreciate y'all coming here and checking out this Fallout 76 video. In this one, I'm going to be showing y'all 10 strange discoveries you might have not known about. I may continue this kind of content if you guys enjoy this video, so consider taking a little bit of your time and leaving a like on it if you do find this enjoyable. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into these. Okay, so for this first strange discovery, it'll be located near Vault 76. It'll be located right around here on the map. Over here, you can find what seems to be a sacrifice that happened here. As you can see, you can find the skeleton that had its head chopped off, whoever was here, and there's a combat knife too right here. You can also find a few raiders around in this area too. But the strangest thing about this location is this thing right here. If you go up to it and look closely, you'll notice that your screen starts to become disoriented. As you can see, the waves around whatever this thing is. There's vines growing up out of it, and you can also find some more corpse around it too. Also, a dead cultist as well right here. There's also some random items you can loot from the cultists. But yeah, the oddest thing is this right here. I'll go ahead and remove this Brahmin skull from it. As you can see, it's a cultist totem. But it's just so bizarre how it has like waves going around it if you look closely at the screen. Really weird. Don't know if this has anything to do with the Interloper or not, because there are these vines that are coming up from the ground. But nonetheless, this is definitely a strange discovery in the game. Figured I'd start off with this one. And if you want, you can place your camp here too. This is an interesting spot to place your camp. You got two raiders that'll hang out around this area too. But yeah, carrying on, let's go ahead and check out the next strange discovery. So this next strange discovery will also be close to Vault 76. It'll be located right here on the map. Over here, you can find the Sickleman House. There's just some strange things happening at this place. Go ahead and give you guys a tour. You can find some dried up blood outside of the house right here. Started off. Inside here, there's not much going on. You can get some loot and whatnot from in here though, if you want. Not much going on in here. But if we head over here on the back porch, we can find a bunch of skulls within the hot tub. Seems like whoever was here might have had the heads within the hot tub with them while he was in there or something. I don't know. This is just very strange. Just a bunch of skulls in this hot tub. And if we go below this deck, we can find something also strange. Down in here, we can find a bunch of the bodies. These corpses belong to the skulls that were in the hot tub above. At least it makes sense. I'm not exactly for sure if the skulls in the hot tub belong to these corpses down here, but they're all headless down here, so it makes sense. Just putting two and two together. And on the wall down in here, we can find something that states Sickleman is here. Like I mentioned before, this is the Sickleman's house. I'm not exactly sure what the Sickleman looked like or who he is exactly. It'd be kind of interesting if we could find him in Fallout 76, but no, unfortunately you can't actually find him within the game. You don't actually see him anywhere. As far as I know anyways. I've never seen him. Or her, I don't know. But also down here you can find this safe that you can loot. And this is a place where you can wake up after drinking Nuka Shine. There's also some lead veins down in here too that you can scavenge, as well as some wood scraps. There's also a weapon you can find on the shelves down here. But yeah, the weirdest thing is the Sickleman is here, writing on the wall with a bunch of corpses around that it seems like he cut their heads off and put them in his hot tub. Weird. Very. Let's go ahead and head on inside his house though, or her house. I don't know. But But yeah, inside here, there's not much going on. Might run into an enemy or two coming here. A few things that you can loot in here if you want. A dead woman over here. Yeah, not much going on inside. The strangest thing is what's underneath the house of this place. Yeah, that's it for this strange discovery. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, so this next strange discovery is only in the game when the Invaders from Beyond Limited Time event is live. When it is live, you can find this man in black character over here at the Cranberry Glade. This is just one of the locations where you can find this guy at. There's some other locations too. He's a random encounter that will appear in the game once again when the Invaders from Beyond Limited Time event is live in the game. But yeah, here's what happens if you decide to spy on him instead of going and talking to him. Check this out.
The witness is nearby. Intel acquisition and negation will begin momentarily.
What? He just called me the witness and said I was too close by. So I just got too close there. Let me back up a little.
Carol, find out when Venus will be at its zenith. Initial contact force numbers currently unknown. Epsilon protocol will commence. Why are they here now? Must reassess the plan to accommodate this setback. Radiation readings higher than anticipated. Speculate locals have gained access to the region's nuclear armaments. Carol, memo to the bosses. They have arrived in Appalachia. What planet do we have to invade to get a decent slice of pizza?
Yeah, just strange. It's like this dude isn't even human or something. I don't know. The way he's talking is just bizarre. And when you go and talk to him for yourself, here's what will happen.
Oh, neighbor. It's
Neighbor.
so good to see you. Have you ever seen stray gamma radiation streak across the sky? Quite a sight to witness, I assure you.
This guy, dude.
This area's original inhabitants used to believe in a giant moth creature. What a preposterous notion. What is wrong, neighbor? Are you suddenly aware of your surroundings? Please, hush now. This daydream will soon be over.
So yeah, that's what happens. You get like a Men in Black experience, you know, from the movies when they use like the flash device to make the people forget what was being said to keep things classified. Yeah, it's like that. The guy literally just disappears after the flash, which is just a strange, unique experience in Fallout 76. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next strange discovery. Alrighty, so this next strange discovery will be located over here near the Gulper Lagoon. This is also another place where you can place your camp at if you want to. But yeah, at this place you will find tons of bikes. This is like a bike graveyard in here. Just look at all these bikes that got intertwined with the vines around. There's also loads of junk too that you can scavenge from this place as well. As you can see, tons of junk. Like, you just look around, you'll find loads of just random stuff. A lot of vacuum tubes are here. But yeah, just lots of random junk items you can loot from here. But yeah, just a strange discovery in the middle of nowhere out here. Like, who hoards this many bikes? Why? It's insane. And I mean, they are everywhere. If you have a good look around, you can find them. You can find them tangled up in the vines. Like, just look around. They're not just on the ground. Once again, just a strange area. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, so for this next strange discovery, we'll be located over at Alpine River Cabins. It probably would have been better if I came to this place at night to show off what all happens here. But when you come here, you will hear a woman screaming. very creepily. I'll go ahead and wait for the scream. So yeah, you guys heard that right. Very strange. Also, inside the place in the cabins, they'll randomly shake. Did you just see that? It's shaking in here. The whole cabin. And if you look closely on the walls, you will find out that the picture frames will move by themselves. Okay, you guys just saw that, right? You heard the scream in the background, and the picture frames moved in this cabin. It actually happens in all of the cabins. You'll find out that they all shake, and the picture frames move within all of them. Also, something else strange is the doors will shut automatically here, too. Gotta say, this would be pretty handy for our camps, having doors automatically shut. But yeah, all of this is actually happening from a terminal that's in a treehouse nearby. It's like some kind of Scooby-Doo thing happening here where they're just scaring the people that are coming to the cabins, making people believe the place is actually haunted. And you can find the terminal by following the wires on the power poles. As you can see, there are intercoms on top of the power pole. That's where we're hearing the screams from. The screams are coming from these intercoms. But yeah, if we just follow this wire, it'll lead up to the treehouse over here. And within this treehouse, you can find this terminal, and check this out. You can control everything that we were experiencing down in the cabins. All of the haunted things that we were experiencing down at the cabins can all happen from an automated sequence on this terminal. So someone doesn't have to be here at this terminal to make the things happen down at the cabins. This is just crazy. I gotta say, in the beginning when I was first playing this game, I legitimately thought this place was haunted and we'd be able to see like a ghost at a specific time here or something. But no, everything is happening from this terminal up here, as you can see. It's just like a huge prank people were doing on the people who were staying here at these cabins for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, nonetheless, this is another strange discovery. Okay, so this next strange discovery you can find over in the Maya region in the middle of nowhere within an outhouse over here. And, well, check out what's inside of it. Yeah. What the heck is this? Someone set this up within the outhouse of this place. This looks so creepy. Also, you can find the tinfoil hat on this too. Also, if you want, you can place your camp next to this strange discovery too, if you want. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alrighty, anyways, for the 7th strange discovery I have for you in this video will be located right over here, kind of near New River Gorge Resort. It'll be underneath this over here. As you can see, you can find a skeleton in a bathtub with tons of soap in here. Look at all this. Man, this must have been one dirty person. Like, why were they taking a bath with this much soap? Also, you can find a refrigerator right next to this bathtub too, and a mattress. Such a strange discovery. Keep in mind, if you do come here, to be sure to pick up all of the soap that's in this tub, because you can break it down into oil. This is actually a great spot to go to get a decent amount of oil quickly. Where did that soap come from? Just soap popping out of nowhere. So this next strange discovery will be over the very rare creature called the Owlette that you can discover in Fallout 76. There's only a few locations where you can find this creature at. One of the locations that I know of will be over at Haven Church in the Mire. You can actually find it on top of the roof of the church over here. Sometimes you may not find it. You might have to hop servers to find it. But yeah, an easy way to get up to the roof if you don't have the marsupial mutation is by taking this vine in the back of the church. You can use this to get up to the roof. And yeah, as you can see, you can find the Owlette up here. And it will move around up here, so be sure to just be looking around on the roof. Possibly use VATS to locate it a bit easier. Once again, if it's not here, just hop servers, and eventually you will find it up here on the roof. And I will mention, when you do take out the Owlette, you unlock a very rare recipe once you pick up the Owlette meat off of it. The recipe is Owlette nuggets, and it boosts your intelligence a little bit when you eat them. Another location that I know of where you can find the Owlette is over at the Deep, which is located right here. I will say it's way harder to actually find the Owlette over here alive where you can get the meats from it, because the crickets will already take it out by the time you go into the cave. But this is another location where you can find it at. Definitely a rare creature to discover in the game, and figured I would add it in this video. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next strange discovery. So for this next one, speaking of the Deep, there's actually something very strange you can find inside of this place. Once inside the place, just take the route that I take within here. You'll have to go past the dead scuba diver that you find in here. And within the water, you can find a secret passageway over here. As you can see, it looks like a dead end, but if you dive down, you can go through this secret passage. And if you keep following this, eventually you'll discover this area over here. And this is a very strange and awesome looking location. And over here, you can find this strange creature, dead or alive, I'm not exactly sure. As you can see, here's what the thing looks like. It seems like it's dead, but who knows? Oh gosh. There's some crickets over here too. Be warned of that. Forgot about this. But yeah, just look at this thing. It looks like someone else was here before us too, because there's a lantern right next to it. There's stuff floating around it too if you look closely. Very strange. And I gotta say, it looks amazing in this location where you can find this thing at. The lighting around in this area is awesome. You find a lot of fever blossoms and starlight creepers around in this area. But anyways, this last strange discovery that I wanted to share with y'all will be something else that looks like what we just seen in the Deep, except it looks more grown than what we just seen. It's like that one's the baby of this one. This one's located over at the Lucky Hole Mine. I have covered this a few times in the past, but I figured I would add it into this video just because this is a very strange discovery in the game. Probably one of the strangest ones in the game. This one and the previous one I just showed you. The baby of this one or whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and try to skip past these enemies and just go straight to where this thing is. It's pretty deep down in here in the Lucky Hole Mine, hidden away. You'll see. Just take the route that I take if you want to come here for yourself and check this out. Bunch of cultists are dwelling down here.
Prepare for judgment. Found you, unbeliever.
I'm just taking the long way just to make sure everyone can be able to discover this thing. So yeah, once you get to this area here, you just have to go through this tunnel system, and then you go through this hidden way right here. Instead of going this way, you go through this hidden way right here that has a bush covering it. It's very secretive. And then once you're in this secret tunnel system, you then want to go through this secret tunnel system right here through these vines. Down here is where this thing dwells at. It's actually called the Interloper. We figured that out by a holotape that we can find over in Point Pleasant. There's this guy named Jeff Lane that heard this thing calling to him to come to it. Very bizarre. It's probably why we see all these dead bodies down around it. Maybe all these guys were called to it by the interloper getting inside their head to come to it. But yeah, it seems like they committed suicide here too with all the jars around it. And also you can see the tentacles of this thing move too. So it's like it's still alive, just in a deep hibernation or something. Very weird. That's why I said before with the smaller one, I don't know if that thing is alive or dead or not, but yeah, this is just very strange. I had to add this one into the video. It's giant too. I mean, here's the legs of it. Like, what the heck? Tiny arms in the back. So weird. And yeah, in the background of this thing as well, you can find these giant ancient statue heads too, with some weird cultist totems going on as well. That's why I said in the beginning with the first strange discovery, I don't know if that strange cultist totem had anything to do with the interloper, because there were vines growing up around it, and there was a dead cultist by it as well. And by the way, if you want to learn a little bit more of the lore over the interloper, I'll have a link in the description to a video I've made in the past covering this thing. I don't want to get too much into detail about it in this video, just because I don't want to drag this video on even longer. There's quite a bit to cover with this thing. But yeah, I guess that's our wrapping up this video. Hopefully you all found this interesting. If you did, consider taking a little bit of your time and leaving a like on it. The support is greatly appreciated. As always, that's totally up to you. Just leaving a reminder here in the end. Thanks for taking the time, watching, and listening. Until next time, peace